So you may have the most amazing product in the whole world, and your product has the potential to change the lives of millions of folks out there. But if nobody knows about it, what's the point? In this video, we will talk a bit more about why having a clear product marketing strategy is extremely beneficial in a SaaS environment. Hi there, this is Justin, product marketer and entrepreneur. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you want to see more product marketing videos like this. This is actually my first video, so hopefully more to come, and we'll definitely welcome your feedback in the comment section. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's say you have a product and now you want to effectively communicate and engage with your target end clients to achieve your growth objectives. But launching a product for a SaaS company is kind of complex, just in comparison with like traditional products. And SaaS marketers need to adopt a particular strategy that will help them achieve a certain level of growth. And product marketing is a really effective way to boost your growth and outperform competition. For a SaaS company, product marketing is really key, as it ensures that your salespeople and customers are on the same page about your product. And when done right, the process of doing product marketing touch upon like many aspects of the business, such as market research, competitive analysis, positioning and messaging, sales enablement, customer journey mapping, content marketing, email marketing, and monitoring and measuring your product marketing efforts through your product launch initiatives. If we stop for a minute on messaging and positioning, take for example, Apple and Steve Jobs. Apple has always been wearing that etiquette of a marketing like powerhouse. And while the success of the company has been largely credited to Steve Jobs, who's an amazing keynote speaker and visionary, Apple's marketing strategy has always been about delivering a differentiated message in markets that made people desire their product. And I believe they were using that statement quite a lot internally, like, do not sell products, sell dreams. Love that. Meaning that you keep going back to the Apple Store, not only for the product, but for the experience and to be part of the movement and have that sense of community. Apple does not sell software, but tech devices. I feel like this is a great example to start with, because what they achieved as a brand not only propelled Apple to become a global phenomenon that we all know, but also set the standard for what a solid product marketing strategy is, and specifically around user experience and the strong positioning. So what applies to Apple, I think also applies to SaaS products, as a product marketing strategy will help you create demand and drive repeatable growth. So to do positioning and messaging right, obviously, do your research, get a deep understanding of your product, and if you want to create that emotional response as you work on the messaging, here's what I would recommend. Adopt a user-centric mindset. Have that sense of empathy with your end user. You need to personalize your message based on use cases and user persona. It's so important to create a brand and product experience that resonates with your target audience. And experiment different types of messaging and just get feedback from your user community and clients to continuously improve. And positioning and messaging is all about how you want your audience to think and feel about your product. So, remember that example of Apple. You need to craft a narrative and consistent messaging that will provoke that kind of emotional response with the user. Easier said than done, but if done right, it's quite easy for the audience to make the connection and understand like what the tool does. And if we think of a software tool, the user experience is so important to give the user a valid reason to return. And the smoother the experience is, the better. And when product marketing can help with that is, you can do that via a low friction like onboarding experience, for example, where you give proper instructions to the user on how to use the product. And a simple walkthrough usually works pretty well, as opposed to a long walkthrough that may be creating a more kind of negative effect just because you're sharing too much detail and you're going away from that initial intent to validate those use cases that the user was interested in the first place. So now you have a kind of good idea on how you want to talk about your product, and we can move on to content marketing, which is a vital piece of your product marketing strategy because it helps with brand authority, SEO, it helps with lead generation, and a solid content strategy ensures that you educate your customers rather than drowning them with too much technical information. With all great content available now, you can also think on implementing an email marketing strategy. An email campaign can be a really effective technique for your SaaS business, and this is a very direct way to connect with the audience, which is relatively easy to produce and not expensive. And for acquisition purposes, I would definitely recommend it. You could usually see pretty rapidly if your email campaign is effective or not, and the more knowledge you have about your audience, the more you can tailor your email marketing strategy content to push them towards like a particular action and ensure you're maximizing your conversions. Well, that was a lot in a short amount of time, and we only scratched the surface, but those are essential steps to effectively sell your SaaS business. And whether you're working in a startup or at a large company, applying those product marketing practices will definitely help accelerate your performance goals. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like and please subscribe. Again, my name is Justin, and I hope to see you guys soon on the next one.